Kier Starmer's controversial leadership, a betrayal of democratic values. In the tumultuous arena of British politics, few moments resonate as powerfully as the present one. Kier Starmer, once heralded as a savior for the Labour Party, now faces accusations of unprecedented betrayal that could redefine his legacy and the future of the nation. This isn't just another political misstep, it's a pivotal moment that will determine whether Starmer can truly lead or if he is merely a puppet in the hands of establishment elites. Critics argue that Starmer's recent actions represent a stark deviation from the party's core values. Many fear that his conciliatory approach to controversial policies mirrors the very compromises that led to Brexit, a democratic vote that reshaped the nation. The irony is palpable. While Starmer campaigned on a platform of integrity and reform, his recent maneuvers suggest a willingness to sacrifice these ideals on the altar of political expediency. The British people are left asking, does this man truly represent their interests, or has he become just another politician, willing to play the game for power? The stakes have never been higher. As Starmer navigates a landscape fraught with challenges, economic instability, rising inequality, and a fractured political landscape, his decisions could have lasting implications. Historical precedents remind us of what is at stake. Just as the Labour Party faced enormous backlash during the Brexit negotiations, Starmer's current trajectory risks alienating a core constituency that has long sought genuine representation. The echoes of past failures are haunting. This could mark a new era of disillusionment for voters who once saw hope in Labour's leadership. Starmer's critics, including seasoned political analysts and prominent figures within the Labour Party, are vocal in their discontent. This is not just a policy issue, it's a moral one, argues former MP and party stalwart, who wishes to remain anonymous for fear of reprisals. If Starmer continues down this path, he risks losing the very foundation of what the Labour Party stands for. Such sentiments resonate with many who are increasingly disillusioned by a leader who seems to prioritize political survival over principled governance. Moreover, the implications of Starmer's choices extend beyond the immediate political sphere. Analysts warn that if he continues to alienate traditional Labour voters, those who once rallied behind Jeremy Corbyn's vision of social justice, he risks ceding ground to populist movements that thrive on discontent. The country stands at a crossroads, with many fearing that a failure to reconnect with the electorate could lead to a disastrous outcome in the next general election. The narrative surrounding Starmer's leadership is one of conflict and struggle, reminiscent of the ideological battles that have shaped British politics for generations. Just as previous leaders have grappled with the complexities of power, Starmer now finds himself entrenched in a fight not just for his political life, but for the very soul of the Labour Party. The stakes are monumental. A misstep could lead to a resurgence of the Conservative Party or the rise of radical alternatives, fundamentally altering the landscape of British politics. Calls to action are echoing louder than ever. The British people will not forgive a betrayal of their values. As grassroots movements rise in response to Starmer's perceived failures, it is clear that the public is demanding accountability. Those who once supported him are now mobilizing, insisting that their voices be heard. Will Starmer heed this call, or will he continue to march to the beat of the establishment drum, risking further alienation? In conclusion, Kier Starmer stands at a critical juncture in his political career. The choices he makes now will not only define his leadership but could also reshape the future of the Labour Party and its relationship with the electorate. As citizens, it is imperative that we remain vigilant, engaged, and ready to hold our leaders accountable. This is not just about politics, it is about the very essence of democracy itself. Join the conversation, subscribe for updates, and become part of a movement that demands integrity and respect for the democratic process. The time for action is now. Let your voice be heard.